Recently, a significant ruling from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit has drawn attention across the nation. A court struck down a long-standing federal ban on handgun sales to individuals aged 18 to 20, declaring it unconstitutional and in violation of the Second Amendment. This ruling is pivotal as it could reshape gun ownership laws, particularly regarding young adults. Oh, what exactly are we discussing here? The decision overturned a law that has been in place since 1968, which prohibited licensed dealers from selling handguns to people between the ages of 18 and 20. A court's opinion was articulated by Judge Edith H. Jones and emphasized that the Second Amendment includes this age group among the people whose right to keep and bear arms is protected under the Constitution. The relevance of this ruling cannot be overstated, especially in light of ongoing debates surrounding gun control in America. This decision arrives after tragic events such as mass shootings involving young adults armed with firearms have reignited discussions about gun safety and regulation. Brings into focus an increasing tension between individual rights under the Second Amendment and public safety concerns. Various sources have responded differently to this landmark ruling. According to Devin Dwyer from ABC News, the Fifth Circuit ruled that there is insufficient evidence supporting restrictions on firearm purchases for younger individuals based on historical practices during America's founding years. Meanwhile, Clyde Hughes from UPI pointed out how handguns remain prevalent in violent crimes, yet noted that this did not justify restricting access for young adults specifically. Sanam Sheth from Newsweek highlighted how this decision aligns with recent trends observed at the Supreme Court level, suggesting that further rollbacks on existing gun control measures may follow. It's unclear what immediate impact this ruling will have across various states covered by the Fifth Circuit or nationwide if appealed to the Supreme Court. Experts suggest that some gun dealers might begin selling handguns to younger customers immediately, depending on local laws concerning firearm sales. Historically speaking, legislative actions similar to those seen today have surfaced throughout American history when balancing individual rights against societal needs. For instance, during previous mass shooting crises or heightened crime waves, there were often calls for stricter regulations. However, courts frequently sided with preserving rights granted by constitutional amendments. This current scenario fits within a broader narrative where advocacy for Second Amendment rights has surged over recent decades against backdrops like rising concerns over crime rates and public safety incidents linked to firearms. Noting that, while proponents argue passionately for expanded access to firearms as a means of self-defense and personal liberty, especially for young adults, opponents warn about potential escalations in violence stemming from increased accessibility among less experienced users. In conclusion, this suggests we are witnessing yet another chapter in America's ongoing struggle between upholding constitutional freedoms while addressing pressing public safety concerns related to gun ownership and use among younger citizens. Debates continue over what constitutes reasonable limitations versus constitutional guarantees regarding firearms access for those aged 18-20, and whether these changes will resonate through subsequent rulings or legislation. Implications on future legal landscapes remain profound and complex.